Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Sunday, May the 6th, 2018. The tarot card for today is the Six of Swords. This just feels so absolutely right being here. I mean, we're past Mercury retrograde, Mercury out of shadow. The energies this week are getting ready to shift, but they haven't yet. So, what's going on? There's been, in the last couple of months, some rather turbulent times. And not necessarily turbulent bad, but when you think of this card in terms of water, and say the water, had ripples in it, and then you look behind Alice on this card, and you see just how smooth that water is in the direction that she's headed. That's the way life is right now. There's a great deal that is ahead. And one of the things about this card is that we really do need to trust in the journey, because there's a transition that's taking place here. And I still think it's all about that June thing that's coming. So if you were feeling a little beat up by Mercury retrograde, or that things were just a little rough, for those few weeks, you need to know that things are smoothing out and getting easier. Now, mind you, we do have Uranus at the very end of Aries. So, there could be some ripples that come up in the water in this coming week, all right? Some of them may be like when you see something go splash up out of the water. It's that quick and it's that sudden. But for today, it's calm and the waters ahead are smooth. If you notice, when you see the Six of Swords, there's always one or two figures seated in the boat along with the person who's rowing the boat. And, they are needing to trust that they are being guided to where they need to be, to a safer place. This is kind of like safe passage on your journey, that type of thing. And, eventually you do arrive at a better place. We don't all arrive at the same time. That just wouldn't make much sense now, would it? The world would be very lopsided if we did. But there's definitely an easing up of things that's coming. And, we'll be going into something else. So it's not like this is a forever thing. But it's feeling good right now. And being able to, put life, I don't want to say back on track, because that's not what it's about. This is about, the transition, I really feel, toward the new life that's coming. And, it's been coming in phases. So many of you have done a great deal of work. Some of you have divorced, some of you have moved, some of you have switched jobs. All of these things were transitions that took place. But you're not finished yet. You have more that's coming. And this card can often indicate that there was a little bit of sadness with an area of life, but that you're leaving it behind. All right, so it's a transition that, while it may not have been one that you were looking forward to, it was necessary, and it's taking you to a better place. Like I said, this is all about safe passage on your journey. And that's one of those things where I can't even explain it some days, because learning to trust that everything is going to be okay is one of the most difficult things that we can ever do in life. But whatever's going on, let's say from this point forward, from today onward, okay, it takes us into that late June, early July, whatever's coming. There's another phase. So this is the transition between the two is beginning, because there's so much that transpires between now and September to wind up in a totally different spot. Doesn't mean everybody gets up and moves or switches jobs or relationships or whatever, but there's definitely a different feel in your life by the time you get to like mid-late September. So, what's going on, and are you trusting in, the universe guiding you to the right place? That's important to remember. Not everything, I don't know, like sometimes you think you know where you're going, but you don't always. And you just that's the part where you have to trust to know that you'll wind up in the right place at just the right time. But you'll definitely see that this is quite the journey between now and the end of June. So I want to thank you very much for listening. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.